Hey, this is Etho. Welcome back to Minecraft with me. I've been struggling to make videos recently, guys. I have family visiting, but every now and then I find little moments in the day where I can do some recording, and this is one of them. And as you can see, I've finished refurbishing my EMP units at my new base here. I got rid of all the sandstone. It's snow now. You guys seem to like the snow, which is good because I like it too. I like the sandstone too, but I think snow is slightly better since I'm in a snowy biome. And they all function like the tutorial video. Ground opens, we got lava below. Water, I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, it's fine. And then we have the fryer above. So that's good. These didn't take too long to make. The first ones took a lot longer. The wiring for the new ones though is a lot easier to do. It's a lot simpler, smaller. Before the wiring extended right to the edge here. Now I have all this space, but I don't have my master controls set up yet. And I'll probably wait until I actually get these working, like with mobs in, before I set up the master controls, just in case I need to change things again. I don't want to make extra work for myself. But yeah, these are working pretty good. A few of my viewers have found ways to make these EMP units smaller. One suggestion was to change the wiring like this, have a repeater below. I think before I had the wiring extend out one with the repeater and then another wire like that. But you can have the same effect by having the repeater underneath the block, so that saves space. So thanks to everyone that pointed that out, and there's a few other changes people have made to make it better, but I'm going to stick with my clunkier model here. Works pretty good. Some people didn't like the plus sign for the glowstone. I'm going to keep it though because I like it. A few people said just to have 3 vertical glowstone blocks, but I'm going to keep the glowstone. Just because it's my preference. And most of you said to use glass instead of fences, and that's definitely a good idea too. In this case, I think it looks better. Just because it's easier to see through the glass in this case. Oh dang. I'm gonna have to redo all this floor, I think, though, because right now it's just a mess. Since I've changed how I'm gonna do this, I have to change the floor. So I'm guessing I'll rip this whole floor out, drop it down 3 blocks or so, and then fill it with ice, and then build it up from that. Instead of trying to make ice paths again. And I'll have a covering over the top of these things somehow to make it more uniform so you can't see this junk, this piston here and that. All I want to be able to see is the glass tubes above in the end. And I haven't started the spider one yet. I'm going to wait on doing that as well. A lot of people have shown how to do it, and I have a good idea how to do it too. But I'm going to wait until I know everything's finalized before I attempt to tackle it, just because it'll take a little bit of time to figure it out, I think. Anyway, this is going good. People were wondering if snow blocks melt. No, they don't. Ice melts, and snow like this, where it's just over top of a block, that will melt. But solid snow blocks do not melt. And I know that doesn't make much sense, but that's just the way it is. So you guys have been great helping me pick out my color scheme so far. It's not something I'm very good at, and your suggestions help me out a lot. So I'm going to rely on you some more here. One thing I know is I'm going to be using snow a lot, probably glowstone a lot, ice a lot. But we need to add some more colors, otherwise it's going to look really plain. Oh, it's snowing. Beautiful snow. It's going to look really plain if everything's just white. And now it's really dark, so we need to skip ahead to day. This is what it looks like underneath here now. It's pretty messy. Go to sleep. It is night. Gonna go to sleep. Sleep. Ah, come on. Alright, here we go. Come on. Come on. I wanna go to sleep! Or is it daytime still? Maybe the snow just made it dark. That's probably what it was. Alright, well I'm going to skip ahead then. Okay, back to the color schemes. So, colors I'm thinking of using are possibly this blue. I think it kind of goes good with snow. There's this blue as well. They kind of go good together, I think. And with ice. I'll probably use some of that. Also, I think black will look pretty sharp with snow. Oh yeah, and in case you didn't know this, using shears is a lot faster way of picking up wool blocks. So normally it takes that long. With shears, it's almost instant. Just in case you didn't know. I may also try greens, reds. I like the purple. You know, pretty much anything goes with white, really. But let me know what you guys think. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do for colors. So give me your ideas, and I will probably follow them. So when I started this base here, I was expecting it to come together pretty quick, but it's taking a long time to build stuff, as it turns out. There's a lot of work to it, really. The next step in building my plan here is to redo the flooring, which I'll hopefully get to this episode. And then after that, we get to do some fun stuff. We get to build the passive mob spawning pads and also the hostile mob spawning pads. The reason why I can't start the hostile spawning pads yet is because I have lots of cave systems to explore yet before they will be effective. And the reason why I don't have a ton of animals spawning on this grass patch there is because of this island here, or this landmass. So I left it up to a vote with you guys. Should I clear the grass or should I blow it up? And surprise, surprise, you guys said to blow it up. So that's what we're going to do. Not this episode. It will take a while to set up. I did not think I had enough TNT to do it yet, but apparently I do. One of my viewers kindly pointed out that I have 6 stacks of TNT in by my nether cannon, the 361. So we're good to go. Yep. So maybe I'll start working on this a little bit today. So I have this cobblestone barrier, drawing a line of what I need to get rid of. It goes all the way along here. So I think what I'm going to do is just dig down 1 block and dig out 1 wide block marker for my entire landmass here. That's how I'll know where to stop digging when I'm underground. I'll run into this hollow spot. So I'm going to do that right now. So the marker is dug now. It's just one wide. So when I'm digging tunnels underground to lay the TNT charges, I'm going to come to this opening, and that's how I'm going to know when to stop digging. Otherwise, I'll just keep digging further and further in this direction and wasting time. So I'll come to this opening, I'll know to stop, and I'll stop. And just digging this one wide gap all through the island or landmass took between 5 and 10 minutes. So we have to use TNT. There's no way I can dig out all this land. It would take way too long if one block width takes that long. So we're going to use TNT, and it just goes all the way through. So I gotta get rid of everything to the right. And any low stuff I'll use a shovel on, like stuff like that I don't need to blow up. But anything thick like this needs TNT. So maybe we'll start doing a little bit of tunneling. Okay, so I'm just quickly going to show you the method I plan on using to get rid of this island. So what I'll do is I'll just dig a tunnel like this, and I'll dig it all the way through until I reach that opening, one wide gap that I just dug, and I'll lay TNT charges in that. Then 2 blocks over, there'll be another tunnel that goes all the way to the end. Anywhere there's a stone ground like this, I'm fine, but if I run into dirt like this, I might need to replace it with cobblestone so that I get a clean explosion. Otherwise, it's going to make a deep hole. So I do that, and then let's see, what would it be? I would go 2 blocks up. There would be another tunnel here. And that'll go all the way to the opening. And 2 blocks over, same thing. So basically each TNT tunnel I dig here is going to blow out a 3 by 4 high area. So that's how it's going to work. So another tunnel would go here. And then I'd lay all the TNT, and somehow I'll try to activate... Oh, did I do that wrong? Yeah, this one's supposed to be 1 block lower. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Anyway, that's the plan. So I'd do that all the way across the island, place all the TNT, probably be hundreds and hundreds of TNT, and then it'll all blow up somehow. There we go. So I marked the position of all the tunnels, or at least a lot of the tunnels. I still need a few more marked. They don't go all the way through yet. I'll have to do that later sometime. It'll take a bit of time. But those are all the tunnels I need to dig out to that 1 wide gap we made all along here. I need to line them with TNT. And then I plan on detonating it from the top down, hopefully. I think will work best. And somehow I'll hook them all together. Maybe with fire. I might make like a wick for the fire to follow. or something like that. Okay, the other thing I need to do is cut down these trees. No problem there. Nice and easy wood to get. So, oh yeah, check that out. There's a mushroom on that tree. Pretty rare to see that. Yeah, so I'm not going to make you watch me cut down all these trees, but that's what I need to do. And then I'll collect the saplings, and that's one less thing I need to do before we can blow up this island. Okay, I just finished. There were a lot of trees, actually. Took a while. But as you can see, this land is as barren as your mom. Nothing left, no more trees, except at our cobblestone barrier there. This is what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 stacks of wood. And something that's kind of confusing me is I blew through about 1.5 iron axes cutting down all those trees. I'm pretty sure in my normal regular wood tree farm, I will collect about 2.5 stacks of wood with 1 iron axe. So, assuming that's right, something's wrong here. I have a theory that collecting this dark wood doesn't use your axe up as much as collecting regular wood. But I don't want to start any rumors about that. Maybe someone will research it and let us know in the comments. And if nobody does, I'll probably do it myself. So I'm going to keep prepping that island for its destruction, and maybe, hopefully, next episode we'll blow it up. Or maybe 2 episodes or something from now. Whenever it gets done. But let's get back to this floor here. So originally, I was going to have the openings set up like this. There's pistons, 1 piston underneath this half slab here. And I was going to open the block something like that, so that when the water comes out, it'll flow to this hole instead of spreading everywhere. But I have been shown a cooler way of doing this now by Hansihe. I believe his name is pronounced Hansihe, possibly. He came up with this little design here, which is very, very cool. So we have 3 sticky pistons here, 2 going this way and 1 going up. And when this is activated, this block here goes over 1 and up 1. And when you flip it back, it retracts. So that is very, very cool. And you have to send power to this block here. It activates this repeater, which is set to 2, which activates this block and this redstone above. So this is going to work a lot better for the floor, hopefully, because for example, we're going to make this our pretend floor. So when it's closed, the ground will be completely flat. And when it's open, we'll have a nice hole that the water and items will flow down. So, should work out pretty nice. It's a lot better than having the half slabs sticking out of the ground. So this is what I plan on using. So unfortunately, to use that new design, I need to rip out this floor, which kind of sucks because I spent a bit of time on it already, mostly on setting up these canals. these with the ice underneath. I'm gonna have to make a new ice layer 3 blocks below this one. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But it's worth it. So I gotta get rid of all this stuff. All these snow blocks, all the water. I should probably have gotten rid of the water first. And when I do that, I'll be back. So this is where we're at now. I got rid of all the junk under the ice, and I made a new molding, filled it with water. So when this ice is gone, this water will freeze, and we'll have a new layer of ice underneath here. So I got that all done now. The top layer of ice is gone. We have a newly formed lower layer here. And I place soil blocks everywhere that I need the collection point to be. So that's what these are marking. And now need to try make Hansai's, I guess he didn't really give it a name, but his setup thing, I need to try get that working. So I think this is how he had it. And then there's going to be 2 blocks and a repeater between. So just like this maybe. Get rid of ice. And let's see how to do this. I think there was that there and a repeater. 2. And I'm just going to use a lever for now just to test this. Yep, that looks good. Okay, so we got that. But we also need to set up water streams to work with this. And the problem with that is I can't just place a water block here, because when the piston moves, it's going to destroy that water block. So I think I'm going to put a water block here instead. So it'll be something like this. Let's see, let's close this. The water will be here. We'll make it flow out. Oops. So flow out, and then maybe make it flow a little bit more. And have a wall here. There'll be like a sign here. Let's put our lever back where it belongs. So when this is up, that won't freeze. This will be covered. Wow, that froze fast. But yeah, when that's up, the water block will be like this. When it's down, it'll flow out. When the items fall, so the items will come to that point there. They'll fall, and then they'll slide out to here. And then I'll just have like one main water stream here going this way, all the way to the end. And so the items will flow like this. They'll go around, and this will shoot them out. Yeah. Hope that makes sense. Alright, so I think I know what I'm going to do here. The only thing I need to figure out is how to run a wire to this block here from the second lever, this one here. So Maybe we'll save that for another day. This episode's getting long. Beautiful sunset. And so this floor is going to be replaced by something, probably something different than ice. I'll figure out a pattern, hopefully, that looks cool. Maybe with wool blocks of different colors. And hopefully it'll be good. If you have ideas, let me know. And I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Until next time.